Hey everyone, this video is going to be a little bit different, because in this video, instead of playing a video, what I wanted to say is, instead of playing the game, why don't we make a mod for a game? Like Blade of Sorcery, a game I really like. So in this video, I'll tell you how to make a map in Blade of Sorcery, Nomad and pcvr. So even if you don't know anything about Unity, don't worry, I'll help you. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. Alright, let's start. Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a Blade of Sorcery, Nomad and pcvr map, custom map on Unity. So first up, what you want to do is you want to go to unity.com, then go to plans and pricing. Just personal, free, you don't need the paid version. Download now. You need to download for Windows unless you have Mac or Linux. I have Windows, so I'm just going to download for Windows. And you see it is downloading right here, so we're just going to let that keep downloading. So when that is done, just execute it and install Unity. Alright? Once you download Unity and download the modding SDK, next thing you want to do is add project from disk. Go to where you have the best SDK. You need to unzip it and you get this folder. Click on it, on the folder, and open. As you can see, it will come up right here. You click on the one you just unzipped and opened, and we'll just start opening. Also, a quick thing I forgot to add. You need to install the version of Unity that it's recommending after you click open. Alright, when the SDK is loaded in, what you want to do is when everything is loaded in, what you going to do is, do you want to make this mod for Nomad or do you want to make this mod for pcvr? Go to File, Build Settings, and you can choose if you want to have for pcvr. Click on Windows and switch platform. If you want for the Nomad, you want to click on Android and switch platform. You can tell which platform is being used by this icon. So if you want to use Windows, click switch platform, and after a few minutes, or a lot of minutes if you have a really bad computer like me, the icon will switch to here. I'm going to use Nomad, so I don't need to switch platform because I already have Android. You need to click this away. Edit, project settings, and what you then going to do is going to quality. Now, right now it is set to Windows. If you want to use Nomad, you have to make this Android. So you have Windows and Android right here. So click on Android. And like that, Android is selected. Click this. Okay, what you're now going to do is to Window, Rendering, Lighting. You can put it right here if you want, or here, right next to Inspector. So now you can switch between lighting and scene. Window, rendering. What you're then going to do is occlusion culling. You will get this, and they will be useful later. Now you want to go to Thunder Road, Asset Bundle Builder. Click that and put it right here. window. And what you want to do is asset managers, addressables, groups. So you can have this tab and put it right here. You can adjust this window by doing this. So you just want to do what your personal liking is. I'm going to inspector and scene if you haven't already. And go to assets. You can scroll here. It's okay if you don't understand anything. I'm going to help you through all of it. Go to assets. You will see these 6 folders. Maybe more in the future if the SDK has been updated. What you want to do is right click, create, and a scene. You can call it what you want, but stick to one name. You will understand later on. So for me, it is test map 1. Test map 1. Click enter. And double click this. For me, it will ask if he wants to save the changes made in the standard scene. Just click don't save. If you have double clicked this, you can see test map has been selected. But right now, it's completely empty. Except for the camera and the directional light. So what I do is click on main camera, right click, delete. Okay? So you want to keep the directional light. What you're now going to need to do is search up here, protolevel. You will see this icon. What you're going to need to do is drag it onto right here. It's going to take a while, so just give it a little bit. Whoa. You'll see you have a whole map for yourself, but that is not the reason why we took this level. The reason why we took this level is is because of this. What you're going to do is if you're on at the proto level, you're going to select the level definition. You can use Ctrl to select multiple objects, so Ctrl left click. You can have this as well. Start you need zone, add death zone. You need zone, creature spawner. Yeah, I think that's about it. So drag these under the directional light. So yeah, and just select proto level and remove scene. So don't save it. What you do, don't save it, or else you can't use this again. So don't save. What you have right now is the start, dus where you will spawn when you enter the scene or the map in the Blade of Sorcery. The zone, where if you touch this, NPCs will automatically die. You have the level definition, and you have the directional light. Don't delete this. What you do, don't delete it. What you want to do is have this, click on the start and drag it inside of the level definition. Just do it. I don't know why, just do it. Under creature spawner, I'm going to do it right like this. So it's visible. Waypoints, nah, you don't really need it. Wave spawner. This one can get in handy. Select, make it visible. and drag it here. Yeah, you don't really need this, so you can just delete this. Delete the creature spawner, and then you have this. Now it looks very empty, so I'm going to teach you how to make the map itself. You can use right click to look around. Left click, you can hold it to select multiple objects. Using the scroll wheel and clicking the scroll wheel and dragging, you can move, if you get what I mean. And if you hold the if you right click, you can move with WASD. If it's too slow, you can always shift to give you a little boost. So yeah, let's build a map, shall we? What you want to do, right click, 3D object, cube. So we have a beautiful cube right here. I'm going to go to assets, all. Oh, delete this one. Okay, now you're right here. You have your scene in Unity or your map. But we'll get to that later. First, a map. That cube is not in position, so 0, 0, 0. Just in the center, alright? We click on the cube. And if you click this, you can rotate it. Move it. And scale it. Also, if you mess something up, so you accidentally do this, you can Ctrl Z to revert it. Alright? That may come in handy. So, what I'm going to do is make it a little bit flat. Not too flat. Like this, I think. Put it right there. And what you can do right now is just extend it. Right, so you have a basic platform. Okay, what you want to do now is grab the start. And you want to put it somewhere here. Let's see. Keep in mind, the blue arrow is the way you're facing when you spawn in. So I just want to point it to there. You can just edit it right here if you need to make it perfect. You can also click these. So like this, or you have a perfect. You see the perfect Z-axis. Just going to zoom in. I'm just going to raise it a little bit so you don't spawn in the cube itself. That would be a little bit dumb. Okay, so you have this. But how are you going to spawn in enemies? And how are you going to spawn in items? Well, that's a good question, because right now you need to go to Assets, SDK, double click it, Examples, Prefabs. You need a little, wait a little bit. Is it going to load in? Ah, yes, it's going to load in. Grab the item altar and drag it onto here. So you have the altar and the wave altar. So if you click on this, you can just move it where you like. For me, I'm going to position it right here. Make it perfectly 90 degrees. And do the same for the wave spawner. Rotate it perfectly 90 degrees. Yeah, that's about right, I think. So you have this. The textures will be okay. The textures will do later. What you now going to do is make your map. Do what you want. Since this is a test map, I'm just going to leave it as it is. You can build whatever you want. But next thing we're going to do is add the death zone. If you touch this, you die. NPCs will die. So this is useful if you fall off the platform, because this is just an empty void. What you're going to do is going to make it down so it's not when you touch it automatically. So just down like this. Select this, make a little bit thinner, and then just expand it as much as you can. So I think that's enough. And then just extend it more. So if you fall off, you will hit this and automatically die. Also, what you want going to do is select the death zone, scroll to the bottom, and you'll see this. Click on this thing. What you're going to do is go to base color, go to this A, and just put it to 0. So it's invisible. So it's not that ugly. Oh yeah, also one thing I forgot while recording is the wave spawner. The spawn locations has not been done yet. So you can delete those 3. You have one spawn location. 0, 0, 0. Like that. Where is it? Oh, right here. And you can put it where you want. I'm just going to do it right here. A little bit up. Rotate a little bit. And this is where your enemies will spawn when you go to the wave section. Wave book. So you can duplicate this if you want. So Ctrl D. Set Ctrl D. Okay, nice. Like this. Rotate it a little bit. And now you have 2. Go to wave spawner. And here, spawns. Drag this into the first one. This one in the second one. And this is none. Like this. And then save it. And we can go back to the tutorial. Okay. Once you've built your fun little map and you've added this zone, you want to add another one. So let's click this, and you can just duplicate or Ctrl D. You're going to want to put this as a roof. Like this. Now, make sure the zone is like 10 times bigger than your map itself. If you want, you can make the sides. I don't really make the sides because it's not necessary. But if you want extra security, you can add the sides. But now it looks a little bit messy. So right click, create empty. Call it deathzones. Select these two and put them right here. So it's a little bit more organized. This cube, you can call it rename base. It's for me just base. Okay, once you're done with your map, what you need to do, go to Windows, AI, Navigation. I'm going to put it right here. And select all of your objects that where NPCs can walk. So for me it's just base, nothing more. And you go to Navigation, Object. This is just for how steep something can be. So if you want a 55-degree angle slope that they can walk on, you can do it. You can add it right here. But I don't really have any slopes, so I'm just going to set it to 10. It's just bake it. Bake. So it will take a moment. Oh, it's already done for me. All right. Go back to scene. You don't have to. You can deselect it. Go back to assets, and like you can see here, an extra map folder has been created. Test map. Click on this, and you will see this. Now this is good because you want to add this to the bundle later. Next thing you need to do is select the base again, or anything or just anything. For me it's just base. You want to go to lighting. This is going to take the most time. Especially if you have a toaster. So you want to go to scene. You're not going to do anything right here. What you want to do is new lighting settings. Right here. You can call it test map 1 lamp. It doesn't matter. Just call it something. And right here, select it. That's good. Now, one thing you can't forget, you need to do, is environment. What you want to do is add fog. And you want to click on this. Linear. Nothing else, linear. Or textures is not going to work. You'll have or pink textures or gray textures. Alright? Okay. Okay. And just click. Wait, you can also if you want your GPU graphics card to do the work, select this. Since my GPU is kind of crappy, I'm just going to use my CPU. Generate lighting, and this will take some time. You can see the progress right there. All right, it just finished. Let's see. Scene. Then assets. Test map 1. Right. It's done. Look, these are all the light maps. But if you're using this on Nomad, you're going to select all of these light maps. Go to here. Use crunch compression. If you're on this tab, just go to default, use compression and apply. Okay, it's just finished and it's better right now. Also, to make sure the textures are working, what you're going to need to do is go to Assets, Test Map, if you weren't already there. Right click and create folder. You want to call it Materials. Because right now we have no materials. So right click, create material. I'm going to call it base. Now this material uses the shader universal render pipeline /lit. Blade of Sorcery does not use that shader. What you're going to do is select a material or materials if you have more. Thunderroad SDK, Tools, Material Updater, Convert. This will change it to Thunderroad /litmos AS shader. That's good. Now drag the material onto the base or whatever you like. You can scroll right here and add the base color. So just basically change the color. I want a nice gray. What you can do is select a texture. So if you want an image slapped on there, you can. You can have an anvil on it. You can have lava on it. Here are a lot of things that you can use. But if you just want a single color, you can adjust this. Okay, but what about these altars? They have materials too, but they are not in our materials folder. Well, go to Assets, SDK, Examples, Prefabs, and then you're here again, Sources. This is the object itself, and these are the light maps. What you're going to do, select these, and Ctrl+C to copy it, Assets, Test Map 1, and paste it. Just the light maps, nothing else. Alright, it's just finished. Like you can see, the light maps of the altars are there. Now what we're going to do is going to do it again. SDK, Examples, Prefabs, Source, but this time go to Materials. You want to grab this, Ctrl+C to copy it, Assets, Test Map 1, Materials, and paste it. You can just do this if you want, just to make sure. This. Alright. So our scene is basically done, but you have this little weird star right there, which means the scene is not saved. You can go to File and Save. There's the star gone. Or you can just do Ctrl+C. Alright. Next thing, occlusion. You want to select all visible objects like the item altar, wave altar, the base, like that. You're going to need to do occlusion, bake, and bake. It's already done. So save the scene. And I want to let you see what this actually does. So add a you don't need to do this. I'm just going to let you see what it does. So if you have a really big map, like really big, it's often really laggy. So what if there was a way to make those objects disappear when you're not looking at them? Well, that is what occlusion does. As you can see, this is the camera and all these gray lines is what I see. Or better, this is what the camera sees, what you will be seeing. So you can look around, but once those things disappear off the screen, they will disappear. This works for everything you have selected. So if you look up, the base disappears. Handy, right? Well, delete the camera and you're back here. Save the map, because why not? So yeah, that's basically it. We want to go to addressables groups, and now we're going to export it so you can actually play it. You have a lot of things here. What you're going to need to do is right click here, create a new group, packed assets. Click on this, double clicks, right, here's it. And just rename it to test map 1. Then going to need to do is to go to SDK, asset bundles, Ctrl C and Ctrl V to duplicate it. Inspector, and rename it to test map 1. Select it, is mod, and you can call the mod something. Test map 1. For me, it's just this is the mod description. So I'm just going to type in something you guys should really do. Like that. The mod author, just your own name. For me, it's Streamer Nation. And the mod version. Just keep this on 1.0 if you're doing this for 1.0. If you want a tutorial for U11 and U12, go check out PyPop's channel. He has a lot of videos that can help you. Just check the channel out. You don't really need a thumbnail. That's really difficult. You can call this test map 1 or whatever you like. But what you want to going to do is click on this addressable assets groups. Right now it's for proto assets. Click on this orbital ring or some sort. And click on the test map 1 or your thing, what you did at the addressable groups. Double click on that, and right there it's our map. Now, addressable groups, going back to assets, test map 1, and what you want to do, wait, you don't need to go here. Assets, drag the scene into the addressable group, right, like this, and our map. And everything right here and in the map will be packed in one bundle. What you're going to need to do is click on this, Windows, Android. Windows, Android. And all other in the map will be the same. Just do it. I don't know why, just do it. Okay, you can click on here and change address. This is really important. You should really remember this. I'm just going to do test map 1 dot map. Why not? You don't really need the dot, just remember it. Test map 1 dot map, or whatever you like. Okay, what you're now going to do is asset bundle of asset bundle builder. You don't really need the proto, so deselect that. Select both of these and build asset bundle groups. It's done, or you may think so. You'll get this error most of the time. If you're doing it for Nomad, you'll get this error code. It's fine, don't worry about it. It just says, hey, I want to copy this, I want to export this file to your Android device. I didn't find the Android device, so now I'm putting an error code. Well, we don't actually need to copy it to our Android device. What we're going to need to do is to Files, go where you have your SDK. For me, it's here. Build staging, addressable assets, Android, and then your mod, test map 1, and select all of these. Copy them, go back to where you have the SDK, and create a new map. Call it whatever you like. For me, it's test map 1. Go to there and paste it. But we need more things. We need a manifest.json. So what we're going to do is create and then text. We're going to call it manifest. Then, if you don't see the dot text or the dot JSON, go to this. I don't know what it's for you guys. And then go to this. I don't know. I'm Dutch, so for me it's in Dutch. What this basically does is you won't see the dot bundle or the dot JSON, but you want to enable it. So you'll see this. Go here, change the name. We already called it manifest, but now we're going to call this. It's not text anymore, it's a JSON. It's going to give us an error that it may be unuseful, that's not going to be useful anymore. Just click yes, because there's nothing in it. Double click on it. You might need Notepad++. Download link is in the description. But what we're going to paste here is what I put in the description. The name of the mod, so test map 1 for me. Description, a simple map. The creator, for me it's Streamer Nation. And the mod version 1.0, leave it as it is, alright? And the game version 1.0.0.0, just leave it as it is. This is for 1.0. Thumbnail, you don't really need it. So, file, save. This is now saved, so you can click this. Go back to your folder. You'll have it right here, the manifest.json. But now we need another something. What you're going to do is create text and call it level with a capital L underscore and then your level. For me it's test map 1 manifest.json. Yes. Go to here. I have a document linked in the description. So just go there. It's in the Google Drive. And paste what's in there. Like this. It's a lot of text. Just select it all. And I'll help you through it. Okay. You'll need to find ID. And make it your name. For me it's test map 1. This is just some, you need to name. So name. Call it whatever you like. Test map 1. And description. This is not going to change because you are standard using the arena description. I don't know how I change that. Maybe if I know how to do it, something here will pop up. But right now, just do something here. I don't know. And scene address. Now this is what you needed to remember. Go back here. And this, your scene. Testmap1.map is it for me. So the testmap1.map. Alright. Save it. And these are all files you need. So this is a completed mod. You can now put it onto the mods folder on your MetaQuest, or if you're using pcvr in Steam, and you can test it out. Also, you can send me your maps for me to review it to you. Alright? So you can just send your link or put a Google Drive link in the comments, and I will try to review all of them in a video. Alright? So yeah, that was the entire tutorial. If you have any questions, just put them below in the comments. I will try to answer most of them. This took me a really long time to make and edit, so I really appreciate it if you subscribe. Yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll hope to see you again maybe sometime. Bye!